There was a big live stream for Odin Valhalla Rising with a lot of codes, a lot of free things that I'm going to put up on the screen. I just want to give a little input, little constructive criticism that if I ran the event, this is how I would do it. They told us about everything that's coming to the end of the year, and they told us about the Shield Maiden, another class, a whole new class that's going to come sometime next year. And then they did a Q&A session, and they went over the same stuff over again. What I would have done is show us battles of the 2 new content that you're bringing out by the end of this year. It would have been way better. It would have built so much more hype if you would have just gone in there and showed us 10 minutes of those battles, maybe done like a montage of it. They show us a little bit of it, but it's really, you still don't know what really is going on. And it just didn't build the hype that I would like because we already knew about this from the roadmap. This isn't new. So that's how I would do it. Anyways, great stuff. If you're not playing Odin Valhalla Rising, come and join us on server 6. Download it with the link down below. I did find this interesting. So you saw all the people that are sorcerers, warriors, priests, and rogues. Now ranged in this game to level has an advantage. Absolutely. You can just level faster as a ranged unit because you don't have to run up to mobs. It's much easier just to sit there and mow them all down. We have rogues here at 37%, sorcerers at 38%, and warrior at 14%. Warriors are strong. Look, I don't know about you guys. I'm playing a berserker. I love a berserker. You can ask other people how strong they are. Extremely strong, but they're melee, so they take time to level, and it's harder on some of the domain bosses as you level and you zone into those bosses to do melee versus ranged. It's always like that in all these games because bosses do like little AoE things, and you know, as ranged you can do damage and get out of those much easier. Okay, here's the director telling us about everything that's going to happen by the end of the year. And again, that extra class, the Shield Maiden class, is going to come sometime next year, they said. And you can watch this whole thing with the link down below. Go watch it. It's over on YouTube. It's a good watch. I'm just going to show you this part where they talked with the director. But they had a couple people like hosting. They had people hosting it, and they did a Q&A session. They were giving out codes, which I've already shown you. I'm going to put up the codes right now, actually, if I forgot. Codes are going up right now. Check out the codes. Get all these awesome free rewards. Okay, domain conquest. We knew this was coming out. We were waiting to see more about this. Now, this would have been a really cool time to show us what domain conquest really is all about. Like a 5-minute video, 10-minute video, maybe a battle actually happening. And I think that would have driven, that would have brought a lot of hype in saying, yes, this looks cool. Now, the thing about domain is I was hoping it would be, waypoints around the world that you go capture. Once you capture it, maybe it tells everybody, and then people fight over that area. And there's multiple ones all around the world, zone 3, zone 4, but it's not. It's something that you queue up for twice a week, and it's a 15-minute battle. Again, I don't know how it determines what guild is what guild, who fights it, and it's during a certain time that I don't know if I'm going to be awake for. Protection phase. Okay, so after you take it, though, then you've got a protection phase for 8 hours. And you get some kind of buff for this. But it's not out in the open world. You only do this twice a week. You have 30-minute preparation and then a 15-minute battle. And yeah, I don't know how it does. Like, if a guild owns it, what if a whole bunch of other guilds challenge it? How do they fight all those guilds? These are things that they could have shown us to let us know a little bit more about it. Maybe you could tell me down below in the comments. And then we have this world dungeon. And I think the world dungeon is over like in your guild area. I'm not 100% on that, but I remember when I was on the JP server, you could see your guild boss, and then some kind of world dungeon PvP thing. So this is PvP action and a final boss raid. It says right here you can form cross-server alliances. Okay, guild ranking 1 to 3rd and guild CP on each server can join the Trinity League. So if we keep our guild CP ranking, because we're number 2, then we could join the Trinity League. And then it says other people will be in this Diamond League, 4th through 6th. Every Sunday. So this is an every Sunday. Look at that. 21:30 to 23. What was the other time? 23:30. I don't know if I'm going to be awake. I'll have to see if I'm going to be awake for that one, or I'm going to have to wake up in the middle of the night and do it. So we've got mini bosses, stage 1 and stage 2. Players can then do a final boss, stage 3, and declared the winner. Now I'm assuming you're trying to get these bosses, but then there's PvP the whole time. Grants server-wide buff, right. Now, and I'm really curious about how do you make alliances with other servers during this, because I will definitely want to make alliances with all of you. So make sure you get a hold of me so that we can make some kind of alliances. Let's get prepared for that. Let's get in the same Discords together and tell me how these alliances work in that game mode. Please let us know down below too, so everybody else can read. How are we going to do that? Because that to me is probably one of the most interesting things about this. Intense PvP action, final boss raid. Cross server alliances. That's where you. So how are we going to make that? Do we go in there and we start fighting these bosses? But how would we know already to make some alliance with some cross server and go into our, you know how we do it in the guild right now? We make somebody hostile or we make them an alliance. I don't know. I really want to know how to do that, because it's like we jump in this dungeon and we're just running around this dungeon, killing bosses, killing mobs, but we're fighting people, kind of similar to what we have in the open world, but it's in a dungeon format. But now we can see other people, just like when we go through and we do an actual dungeon run and we see 04, 03 for the different Asgard servers. I'm on Asgard 06. So let me know, because I really want to do this. I want to get some alliances together so we can go in there and have a good time, because my guys are all about PvP. And we've got to defeat those mini bosses and the end boss. This is going to be fun. And did they say it was only once a week? This is more. I want more PvP. This game is so much fun. The PvP is so good. That's what I want. I want more PvP. Game company, if you're listening, please. I want domination. I want to capture the flag. You need game modes in this game. Please. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they have everything done how they want to do it for many years to come. And this is a new zone that we're looking at right now. This is going to be the new Zone 5. But this is not coming this year? Or did they say it is? It's going to come by the end of 2025. Are any of you done with Zone 4? I'm at the very end. I've got like a few last quests to do for Zone 4. This is all great stuff. I'm ready to see it because I want more PvP. I want more PvP, objective-based PvP, like all games have. Domination, capture the flag, everything you've played in World of Warcraft and all the other games. Of course, cosmetics for Christmas and Halloween. Good stuff. I'm ready to see this. Again, look at it all from the link down below. Thanks for joining me, guys. Appreciate your time, your love, and support. All those codes, make sure you use them. It's a lot of rewards, and I will see you all in a video soon.